You're pointing at me.
Action.
Action. Well, okay, let's go. I'll give you some action. What's up? You want some action, girl? I got some action for you.
Wrong social media page for that.
No, but it'll still be a cool video. What's up? So, video 3. We're banging them out this
We have
morning.
supporters, not only fans.
Oh, girl, you can get some not only for the fans only page. I'm telling you. You see how everybody thinks. A lot of people think the same thing I do. The most beautiful woman on the planet, right there, behind that phone. Okay, so let me explain the Buick and what's going on right here with this thing. So at PRI, for the first time, I met the guys at Quick Performance. So they do rear ends for everything. Huge 9-inch deal. And I bought stuff from them, gears, and they do a rim polish that is phenomenal, which is what I buy gears from them. And I met them for the first time. These guys are fucking awesome. I mean, they're super cool. He said, hey, if you ever need anything, let us know. We can build you a rear end for whatever. The Buick, the Grand National, has a 9-inch in it, but the wheels we've got on the car and the fact that, this thing's got all UMI suspension under it. It's all red and it looks badass. Because I want a car that I could go street racing with, go to a road course with, do drag week with it. So I got all the stuff. Dave at UMI sent me all the stuff, the stage 3 package, and it's all in the car. It was going to get the LS that I ended up putting in the Nova, and I was going to put a small block in it. Well, during all of this, I ended up buying this V6 from a guy in Arizona. I had him take the motor over to Kelly, my friend WFO, Kelly Blueball, and Kelly went back through this motor because it hit some valves or something. This little motor in a 2,900 pound car on a 10.5 tire, 35 pounds of boost in Tucson, ran 490s. So this is not your typical stage 2 Buick motor. TA block, billet crank, billet rods, but it has all the parts, not only to make a lot of power, but be reliable. So when Kelly sent me the motor back and I'm looking at it going, man, I'll put it in my coupe. Wow, check that out. Oh, the lights just fell off.
Oh, they were on the wall.
Yeah, but I wonder what made them fall.
I don't know.
I pissed the great racing gods off. They're throwing shit down going, don't you put that Buick in that Chevy coupe.
Or maybe it's the 4th time we've tried to do this video.
I don't know.
Something else is coming
Yeah,
along.
compressors came on, everything else. So, the guys at Quick Performance, I told them, I'd like to have a rear end that's an inch narrower than stock length, or 2 inches narrow, inch on each side. And next thing I know, they sent some shirts. Stacy's stupid excited about her flannel shirts because all the guys at Quick all wear red and black flannel shirts. And Stacy, that's what she wanted. They don't normally, that's their shirts for the guys that work there, but Stacy had to have one, and
They hooked me up.
Oh, she was so excited, guys. You have no idea. Have no idea how excited she was about that. So the shirts show up, then the axles show up, then the brakes show up, and the rear end's gonna be here today. Well, when the axles showed up, I got kind of excited. So I came down here yesterday and I did mounted the turbos, did the headers, kind of got a game plan going in my head. I'm gonna pull the Turbo 350, the ATI Turbo 350 out of the Nova. It's got a gear vendors on the back of it because we're going with a 4L80E in it. And I'm gonna put all this together because I get to thinking, I've got everything to screw my Grand National together. Everything now. Got all the UMI suspension, got a brand new Quick Performance 9-inch. I've got my WFO V6 motor. So I thought, you know what? Gather up the stuff and let's screw this thing together real quick. This little motor, I'm not gonna lean on it that hard. We're gonna put it at about 25 pounds of boost. Maybe 25 pounds should make, amazingly, these little motors make stupid power. is you guys will see in one of the videos, as soon as it warms up, when I take that little 30 model coupe, the little
NASCAR roundy round car.
it's got a NASCAR V6 in it, and that thing is nasty. That's the other thing that fired me up about this. I thought, if that son of a bitch makes that much power normally normally aspirated, I can't even imagine what this thing's gonna do on 25 pounds of boost. So I called Aaron, a friend of mine that's actually got the car over there, has done all the suspension stuff in it. Told him I'm ready. Boy, nobody wants this video to go down. Air compressor, shit falling off the wall, people calling. What time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:30. So, holy smokes.
Bear with us, folks.
Bear with us. We're trying to get this
We're
shit
gonna
knocked
power
out.
through it one way or the other.
So, I'm going to finish the plumbing and all that stuff on this today. I'm about to give up. I'm about to give up.
Power through, babe. Power
I'm about to
through.
give up on this damn video.
Power through.
So,
Got this.
so I'm gonna do the plumbing and stuff on this. I'm gonna get the motor all plumbed. I'm gonna get the transmission converter and the gear vendors out of the Nova. And I talked to one of my closest best friends for 25 plus years, almost 30 years, Aaron Wickheiser. And I told him, I said, dude, I'll come over and let's just knock this fucking thing out real quick. This thing should be a lot of fun. Buick Grand National really needs a Buick V6 back in it. This is the top of the line Buick stuff that you can get. We already know how fast this thing went at 2,900 pounds. Since it doesn't make any low end torque, because they just don't make torque, but they make a lot of power, I'm gonna do some kind of crazy wild stuff. There's a reason I'm doing the Turbo 350 trans. There's a reason I'm gonna put the gear that I'm gonna put in it, because I'm gonna use ratio to get this thing moving and then horsepower to make it run out back. And even though it's best to have a stick in a road course deal, I got an idea with this Turbo 350 and the gear vendors to be able to use it on a road course. Now, whether it works, we'll find out. But the Buick's fixing to go together, guys. Everything's here for it. I need to get it done, and I think the car will be a blast. When you guys see the car, it's slammed on the ground. It's got 18s and 20s all the way around on it. So I'm gonna make it to where all I should have to change is the wheels and tires on it to go from a racetrack to a road course to just driving it around and having fun. I decided with this motor, I'm not even gonna jack with putting the AC back on it or any of that. Stacy just went, what? Hey, this thing should be so much fun. You don't need no AC to get excited.
Well, we do have the AC that came out of the gold car, so if all else fails, we'll install that.
AC out of the gold car.
The little fan.
Oh yeah, we got that. Yeah, we sure do. Besides, they've really come a long way with those electric air conditioners now.
Those windows that roll down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a black car.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be nice and cool.
Can't wait.
I bet you can't. But I've gathered up all the holly stuff that's in a pile somewhere. Part of it's back here. And we're gonna screw this thing together and see what this old Grand National will do. Like I said, this is something, I've always wanted one of those cars. I've always wanted one of them cars that was basically stock and hadn't been jacked with. But this car is just, I mean, this car's got a pedigree. It was the first stock block car to go into the nines. That when Tony O drove it, and I mean, he raced this thing out on the West Coast, and it was a very well-known car, and it's still a super cool car. So if I don't know that I'll take it on the 405 show, because I think we got enough G-bodies on there, but I will be riding this thing around having some fun with it. Mm-hmm. So that's what this is about. You can show them. It's a crazy piece.
It's cute.
And what's your favorite part of this motor, Stacy?
My favorite part of this motor is this little baby Hogan's intake that sits on top of it.
I'm trying to remember Tim's son.
Tyler.
So Tim and Tyler Hogan, Stacy thinks your intake is really cute.
It is cute.
Lord grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, things I can, and keep my wife stay married to her. I'm out.